Just move.
Well, let's talk about video games.
Okay.
I always like to ask people, what games did you play when you were a kid that sort of like influenced you, that you remember?
Well, I remember the original Nintendos. So I remember Super Mario, but then also like the Power Pad playing Olympics,
the best.
right? You're just like stomping.
Like your feet are
And
cramping
then, or
up.
you like jump, exactly. And you're like, I'm running faster than that. You can't, or, when you find out that you can actually get down on the ground and
you jump off the pad.
Exactly.
Oh
I remember many a day I lived at the top of the hill and my friend lived down at the bottom of our neighborhood, and I would go all the way down and we would just play and this was before anybody knew that not that TVs were, but that doctors were don't let your children be on television. This was when parents were please sit in front of the TV.
Yeah, just shut up and be quiet.
Exactly.
Man, if there was YouTube back then, can you imagine people playing the Power Pad?
No, I know, it's crazy. Thing. Or interactive. Is there interactive Power Pads where you can be on a network and be playing?
There should be.
Yeah, first-person shooter games on a Power Pad.
Yes, note to developers right now, make this happen.
I know, exactly. Because then instead you actually are there with the headsets and you're running and you have the stuff. Come on, talk about getting your exercise. Right?
This is the idea factory.
I'm telling
here.
I know, we may need to copyright that or whatever.
So Power Pad, Mario Brothers, anything else?
Yes, and then I had to save up $60 to buy my first Game Boy because my parents wouldn't buy it for me. And
really?
We bought it at Costco, which I think was the cheapest place at the time to buy it.
Were you mowing lawns, delivering newspapers? How did you get $60?
I don't know. I think it was
Steal
just
it from
allowance
somebody?
and chores and stuff.
Mm.
I worked a lot as a kid, so I probably earned doing something. And then it moved from and before that, and I wish I had, I'll try to get you the picture, but before that was that Commodore, when I was
Oh,
really young.
the computer?
The computer.
Oh,
man.
man.
The orange and black computer. I have a picture that I'll let you put up of me in ski goggles.
Yes, send that over.
Because I'm sure I was doing a space something. And my sister's reading a magazine and I'm sitting there totally in space.
I don't even know what games they had. Do you remember?
I remember one of a little orange man jumping on a mountain over goats and things. Anyway, but then there was Nintendo, and then we had a PC, and I remember doing an Operation game, and I remember Oregon Trail on various things, and then also when I got older, my brother, I was never allowed to have a TV in my room, but of course when my brother was younger and he was growing up, he finally got to have a TV in his room, and he got the first PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
And so I used to hang out in there and play Tony Hawk Pro Skater all the time. Because I was convinced I wanted to get how you graffiti, when you do a check on a thing, it turns it red and blue. Yes. Totally.
I remember I spent a semester in Ireland in college, and I remember one person had a laptop back then, right? But they were at the back of the tour bus, playing Tony Hawk.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and everybody was fighting over it. It was so funny.
It's so fun. But you just remember when the games were on literal discs, you had to load them in, right? Or just you had to find you had your catalog, just CD player, CDs.
You just flip the book.
It's crazy.
Different game. I remember computers used to come with an array of really junky computer
Totally.
games.
So then, as in college, I went and I was helping with a youth group, and all the guys in that youth group liked to play Halo, so I played Halo for a long time, and I loved that.
Capture the Flag, that was my favorite.
Yeah, exactly.
So epic
Totally.
We had an intern house, actually also through church youth group. But, one group was upstairs and one group was downstairs, and you just hear everybody yell. It was so much fun.
It's great though, because when you're in a small town, or when you're trying to earn the respect of teenagers and the teenage guys, to be able to hold your own while you're playing Halo, it was currency.
To be a gamer chick,
totally.
That's a hot commodity.
Totally. And then nowadays, in our, we play Just Dance in the living room, or it was Guitar Hero.
We have friends that literally bought my old Wii, because I have a Wii U now, just to play Just Dance, because that's their exercise.
Totally.
That's literally what they do to work out.
I know. Well, that's these jawbones, our friends that do that, they would get tons of steps just because they were You've just been doing Just Dance. That doesn't count.
35,000 steps.
Exactly. Log your activity. Anyway.
Just move.
I looked at this rendering and I was like, man, that's neat. I wish. So when you didn't get it, I was like totally bummed because, I mean, I wasn't really bummed because I understood, but I was still like, man, I really felt close to that. Well, Gordon gave me the best opportunity, and it just to this day, I'm so grateful for it. He said, listen, they're going a different direction, but